All right, fellas, I am back from vacation from down in Perdido Key, Florida, where we took a family vacation all last week. And boy, I tell you what, it was super nice. And it was really nice down in Pensacola Beach. Man, that place is a hot spot for the spring break. I mean, it was crowded. Let me show you. I brought a little souvenir back. We ate at the Flounder's Chowder House. This is a little swizzle stick I brought back. We all had margaritas, and my son-in-law, he got one of their specialty drinks. It's called diesel fuel. Man, that thing was stout. But man, I tell you what, I got a lot to catch up on here today. So let me first start by I had my good friend Jim B send me some more goodies. Let me show y'all what he sent me here now. He sent me this. Look at this. These are pretty cool. 73 Ford Bronco. That's all murdered out. Man, that looks tough, doesn't it? And then he's also gave me this one here. It's a 58 Chevy Apache step side, all black with the chrome rims. That looks pretty cool. And then he gave me one more, another 58 Apache step side, just a different color scheme. Well, those are tough looking, aren't they? Those are going to go up on my shelf up there. All right, and he also sent me some cool pictures here. He sent me these here. Look at those. Isn't that cool? That just reminds me back in the day going to the drag strip and watching these suckers run. That's one. Here's another one. These are cool. I remember watching the Big John Masmanian running that 41 Willys. He came to the local track here one time. And here's a couple more. These are just really super cool. I got them falling everywhere here. Hang on a second. All right, here's another one. Those are just super cool. And the last one here, that one right there, just super cool looking pictures. Jim, I tell you what, man, I appreciate this. You don't know how much I do appreciate this, man. I really dig them, man. All right. Thanks a lot there, Jim. Daggone, where'd I go next? Let me go next here first. I was at the hobby shop yesterday. You don't know I was working on this 36 Ford and ran into some problems. Trying to get that all sanded back out. So when I was at the hobby shop, I saw this. And I thought, well, heck, maybe I can make the two work together. So that's what I've got in mind for this sucker here is see if I can't save myself on the other body that I kind of messed up. But we'll see what happens. All right, let's move on here, fellas. I am ready to show off this 1937 Ford pickup monster truck that I worked on. I used this kit here. It's the AMT kit, the Silverado monster truck. I used that chassis and wheels and everything, and then I used the body and a lot of the parts off this Revell 37 Ford. And I think it turned out pretty cool, guys. Just got her done a couple hours ago, so let's take a look here and you guys let me know what you think here. All right, guys, here we go. I painted it that gunmetal just like the 66 back here. I'm trying to make a little brother to that 66, so that's a newer version. This is his older version. This is one the old boy might be running in competition. This is one he just runs around the farm. I was going to put a winch on the front, but I forgot about that grill sticking out so far, so I had to actually notch. Let me get my pointer here. I had to actually notch out the front of this to get that grill to fit down there. Y'all can see that. So it didn't leave any room here to put that winch on there. So I may later on, I'd have to put a little platform out there, but anyway, I got that. That's a little old 302 small block Ford sitting in there. I wired it and plumbed the master cylinder and clamps on the radiator hose. I think it turned out pretty cool. Now the decals, I thought those would look pretty cool because since the chassis is all orange, those decals kind of matched, and I just thought it looked pretty cool. So That turned out pretty sharp. Got the roll bar in the back. I put 2 orange. I didn't have enough white lights, clear lens to put up there, so I put 2 orange up because that light bar that came in that Silverado monster truck didn't have the lights for it, the lens, I mean. So I had to come up with what I had in the spare parts box. There's the fuel tank in the back, the fuel cell. I got it wired. I think this thing turned out pretty awesome. I think those decals turned out pretty cool. They kind of fit pretty good. I'm having a hard time rotating this thing here. I went ahead and opened this hood up. I've got the hood all glued in place, but I went ahead and opened it up. I thought that was a different look. I think it turned out pretty cool, so I'm satisfied with it. I think it turned out pretty good. It's got a really good stance to it. When I was doing my research on this, somebody had mentioned that it looked to them like the old I think it was a 1935 Ford pickup monster truck called the Outlaw back in the day that used to run, I think, back in maybe the late 80s, early 90s. And that's the only one that I've seen. So I guess these are kind of a rarity. I'm not going to try and turn this over, guys. It takes 2 hands to do it. And actually, I just got that roll bar glued in there not too long ago, so I don't want to take a chance of that popping out of there. But I think it turned out pretty cool. Let me see if I can get it turned on. We can look underneath a little bit. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Yeah, we got a little bit better look there. It's got that. That's that Krylon orange paint I got over at Hobby Lobby. I wasn't too pleased with that paint, but it turned out okay, I guess. Painted the drive shafts up. I think she turned out pretty good, fellas. But y'all tell me what you think. I decided to paint those headlight buckets body color instead of leaving them chrome. I had to strip the chrome off of it, and then I painted them body color. And that's the only decals I put on here was the decals on the door, and then I put these hooker header up here because I found those and they were kind of an orange mixed in with the yellow, and I thought that would look pretty good with the chassis. But I think she turned out pretty good, fellas. I'm satisfied with it. Kind of going with the black theme there, matte black. I got the rubber gaskets on the front windshield there and the rear glass. Got the matte black and the roll bar. So I went with the matte black on the side mirror there for the arm. And got the original gas filler neck in here because that is hooked into this down here where it hooks into the fuel cell. So that's how it's filled. I thought that was pretty cool. Well, fellas, I think I'm about done on this one. Y'all let me know what you think on this one. I think it turned out pretty cool. It's going to go in a display case and go up here on probably on my bench here. But I think it turned out pretty cool. All right, fellas, I think I'm done with this one. I'm done.